Pretty bad opening, but welcome everybody to our daily gun show. We come to you live each weekday night at midnight Eastern. That's 9 p.m. Pacific for about an hour each night. We'll do 3 gun-related topics, different topics throughout the week. We pick those topics on Monday, so if you'd like to help be part of the show, join us on Mondays and help come up with the topics. We run it live on YouTube. We simulcast it over at gunchannels.com, where we're watching the comments from everybody that's watching the show live. We're also running it on Instagram. Welcome to everybody who's watching the show live. That's what we're trying to do here, an exercise in new media. So it's really a conversation that we have each evening about guns. We try not to go with the agenda-based news of the day. Instead, we just talk about guns. So with that in mind, we I guess we should also say we throw some of the best of up on the iTunes as a podcast and other places. So we appreciate everybody that watches the show now or in the future, especially those of you that leave us some comments out there and some thumbs up and those different interactions with the platforms. Lets us know you're out there, helps us get recommended to more listeners, and that's one of our goals. So we've got hosts. We got everybody. Well, we've got a bunch of us here today. Got Bob jumping in from Canada. Thanks for joining.
Hey, glad to be here. Wish I was there.
Got Jimmy jumping in from Phoenix.
Hey, what's up? Good to be here. Thanks.
And then we got Smeggy jumping in from South Carolina.
Hey, how's everyone doing tonight?
And I'm down here in Tucson. So I haven't seen Dano in a while. Did he make it through the winter up there? Might find him in a snowbank somewhere, I'm afraid.
Yeah, he'll defrost eventually, I guess.
Let's see. We're about to dig into episode 488. Should be a meaty show. Doing entertainment tonight with 4 of us doing good idea, bad idea. Should be pretty good. Potentially a tie, right? So potentially the audience could be part of this debate. We're talking about the most. I think this is one of the most. What would you say? The most divisive subjects in the gun community. Wearing EarPro all day. I don't know how we came up with this for good idea, bad idea, but
it's going down tonight, guys.
It's happening. I mean, I'm sorry we're not friends at the end of this.
I like tackle all the burning issues, I guess, huh?
Yeah. So then we'll be talking about Civil War movies and TV. Maybe we can get something out of that. And then we do the hashtag Daily Gun Show Showdown, where we take a look at all the pictures that happen on the Instagram using the hashtag Daily Gun Show, and we judge them. And then we figure out which is going to be the best picture on the Instagrams this week. Then we do all of our daily stuff. Before we do, we usually break in with anything that happened overnight or with any of them warm-up shows that happens before we come on.
I was mostly sleeping, recovering from the flu. So
I'm pretty much in that same boat. I think I woke up today at 5 o'clock at night or something. I mean, I was in match chat. It was just politics and stuff. They touched on guns a little bit, but I've been in better chats.
I got nothing. I'm not sick or nothing, though, but I don't got nothing.
Clover had a pretty good chat. Matt had a chat. It's pretty decent. And now we're doing this chat. So we'll dig into Civil War movies and television. Civil War movies and television. Go.
Anything by that Ken Burns, was it? He did that whole Civil War miniseries. That was good.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that. I went straight to fiction, but yeah, that was actually really good.
Yeah. I didn't mind Glory. I thought that was pretty decent. I think what other ones? Shenandoah? No, was it Shenandoah? No. Shiloh. There's been a bunch of movies about big battles.
Oh, were you saying The Great Ghost?
Oh, the one that's kind of about Traveler.
Oh, Food Travis. That I seen this one, Andersonville.
Yeah.
His name's Food Travis now. I thought he was Other Travis.
What's Andersonville?
Prisoner of War Camp.
Yeah, this is POWs.
Is that an old movie
Civil
or
War.
old movie or new movie?
I don't think it's that old.
Older than me.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, that movie.
No, I don't think it's old, but Jimmy apparently does. Didn't have Clint Eastwood in it? Maybe not.
It was like what?
Don't
80s,
know.
70s, late 70s, 80s, something like that.
I also don't know what the Great Ghost is.
Grey Ghost? Well, I think it was something to do with was it not Jeb Stewart? It was some other Civil War guy, general. And he was able to sneak in and out, or maybe it was Forrester. I don't know. I'm. It's been so long since I've gone through Confederate history.
Because I have to say, I can't really think of very many Civil War like movies and stuff. I tend to not really watch that kind of stuff, I guess.
Outlaw Josie Wales.
And that wasn't so much Civil War as it was just the guy who, I guess it was kind of Civil War, but I don't know.
Well, this is thrilling. So,
Yeah, I know. It's although you mentioned the documentary things. I do tend to like that kind of stuff. So
What about
in
Civil War movies that had trans people in them? Because
I
there's
got
a
one
couple.
movie into Google, and we got Glory Boberty said Gods and Generals 2003, Gettysburg 1993, Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, that was kind of a Civil War movie. It was a shitty one, but
Somebody already said Shenandoah.
I think Shenandoah, yeah.
They're saying Good, Bad, and Ugly.
Wasn't there a movie Gettysburg?
Well, yeah. They got Outlaw Josie Wales in here. Red Badge of Courage. The John Wayne the Horse Soldiers. They're saying a 2010 movie, The Conspirator. I don't know that one.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one.
They're
either.
saying Dances with Wolves from 1990.
That was actually post Civil War, like after the Civil War, I think.
I mean, he was a
War.
soldier.
Yeah, he was a soldier in the Civil
They're
War.
saying Gangs in New York 2002. Does that? I guess that kind of happens during, and the people that didn't want to be drafted, right?
Yeah.
This one is kind of goofy, but it is true that Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter, that was newer.
Which show?
It was during the
he
Civil
said
War.
he was actually a vampire hunter.
Oh,
That was a
Isn't that a true
documentary.
story?
yeah.
What's this one? Copperhead 2013.
I've never seen that one.
I don't know it either.
One was saying that out there. He had mentioned a couple of
1999.
them, so I already said.
Looks like it's about a submarine. The Huntley. They're saying 19.
Ooh, a Civil War submarine. That's kind of neat.
They're saying the Springfield Rifle from 1952 is a Civil War movie. There's Andersonville in 1996. And of course, the story of Night Strike, the Littlest Rebel, 1935.
Oh yeah, he's being the whole South Carolina thing. I guess I'm not doing service by not watching very much
He's
Civil War
from there.
stuff, but
From there.
right.
So here's the picture of that one where he's sitting on Abraham Lincoln's lap as a little young. Just know
Aw.
know what he's saying to Lincoln.
Shall not be infringed.
Well, you know,
Do they have the sequel up there, that Rebel with the blue dress?
thing is, Lincoln lost his son to some kind of disease or something, and
All right,
yeah,
come on.
right during the Civil War, it was pretty awful for him.
I think then you didn't need to bring it up.
For over a year.
We brought it up. They also have
Bob.
was 1962. All right. Can we salvage this? Can we get back to Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
Well, what we're gonna, yeah, okay. So we've kind of covered those. That's entertainment from the Civil War period. Let's talk about the next subject.
Bob's done.
I'm done. I'm giving you my recommendations. We've looked at people's. We've talked about it. Hey, we're done.
Sean is saying Copperhead is about the Northern Peace Movement. I think I've seen it. For some reason, I think I've seen it.
Doesn't it just sound like those goddamn hippies up north, right? I always want to like, oh, we want peace. Let's just have peace. They're like, let them keep their black.
As opposed to our entire country like killing itself. Like, yeah, sometimes peace is okay. That's the thing with Civil War is like even if you win and like you get back together or whatever, I mean, you've completely destroyed your whole country.
The conquerors eventually said, swallowed their pride and went, okay, guess we can't do much about it. So, you know, that happened.
Yeah, but I mean, when you look at all the casualties are from, you know, your own country. So I could see why people are not a huge fan of.
Well, because what's the alternative, right? If you've got somebody trying to force something on you that you don't believe in, and you just go, but no, we're just going to talk about it and we'll give peace a chance and everything. Oh, why are you stabbing me? I'm giving peace a chance. Right?
Why are you stabbing me? I'm giving peace a chance.
Yeah, you know.
I love that.
Other cheek.
When you put it that way,
Bob.
When you put it that way, so I think we should move on to good idea, bad idea. Let's get to the elephant in the room here. Now, this is what happens when you unfiltered pulls things from the audience, I guess. I don't know what somebody was thinking. What are we thinking here? Good idea, bad idea. Wearing in the ear EarPro all day. For example, the Axil Ghost ears. So I'll let you guys cook on that and come up with your positions as we take a break between the first and second segment of the show to feature one of the members over at Gun Channels. I mean that we all know and love, Mr. Knives, host of most of the night lobbies lately, taking up the pink slack. Pink's too busy hanging out with Angry and Heavy tonight, so Knives is over there doing all the hard work, hosting.
Yeah, I've got to give him credit for a slow little turtle. He's pretty good.
Gun Channels, what it is.
Yeah, Knives is definitely a key player in the everyday movement of Gun Channels for sure.
Yeah, I like Knives. Good guy. He's unfortunately stuck behind enemy lines over in California, but
you know, let's not go too much.
We're trying to do. We're going to take those little carrots, those little ones, and we're going to break them into 2 or maybe even 3 pieces each, and put them just like, you know, maybe 6 or 8 inches apart, and just slowly start a trail going west or east. I mean, and then eventually he'll be back over here. And then we have a nice box, like the size of a refrigerator box, some straw in there, some lettuce. He'll be all right.
Hey, my mom is babysitting my sister and brother-in-law's turtle this week while they're in Hawaii.
Well, so you're getting good practice.
Yeah, I can.
Knives caretaker.
Hey, I got a nice corn snake that I could.
What we'll do then is, as soon as we get him into the box, we'll just ship it right to you. We'll ship him right to you.
All right, I'll take care of him.
All right. So hopefully there's no
turtles in cold weather, right? They die.
Don't put him outside. He's not saying to put him outside. We would put him outside. That'd be his natural environment.
Just get Knives a little heat rock and he'll be fine.
Good thing he doesn't listen to our show. So let's move on to let's quit trying to beat around the bush here. Ready? Is wearing EarPro in the EarPro all day. Good idea, bad idea, Bob?
I think it's a great idea. If I had some, I'd wear them.
Jimmy.
What was the example given? The name brand or whatever. Fine, bad idea.
Well, isn't the name given in the notes, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm looking over there right now, but I'm going with bad idea.
Yeah, axil ghost ears. I think these are the little the EarPro that.
Oh, I'm muted. No.
Right, they're like little hearing aids, and you just poke them in your ears.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can see they're there.
Ghost Strike with a Y. What the hell?
Oh
Just
wow,
saying.
that's kind of weird, eh?
So Jimmy, what were you? Pro? Yes, no?
Yeah, and with the low price, yeah, bad idea.
Smeggy.
I'm gonna pull on Dano and say I don't know. It depends.
All right.
I am convinced either way. I'm open to discussion.
A yes or no question, Smeggy.
This is unprecedented.
And I don't understand the context of this. Like, while you're walking around the grocery store, no, bad idea.
All the time.
Are you at an air show for 12 hours? Good idea. I mean, I don't get what's the difference.
You're gonna wear them all the time as part of your everyday carry, because you can turn them up too, right?
Oh, well then, bad idea. Yeah, if we're talking just like your regular day shit, yeah, bad idea.
Oh, is that what it is? Bad idea.
No.
Jimmy left.
Hell, I think it's a great idea, right? You're sitting there, you can turn them up and listen to other people's conversations from like way far away. And yet they'll still block that loud, obnoxious horn or, train that's coming whistling by. It's perfect.
Yeah, right for you.
Owning them. How much were they? Didn't say how much they cost.
$379.99 on sale.
That hurt my insides. That's more than I'm gonna spend.
I need an EarPro. Yeah, I need an EarPro just for that.
Oh, no way. That's crazy. I was gonna say okay to what Bob was saying there, but unless you need your hearing aids or something, no way. It's crazy.
Well, that's what they're saying out there in the chat cycle. Says his dad uses them as a replacement for hearing aids, because apparently hearing aids are even more expensive than that. So I guess that's a thing. But
yeah, that's true. I had a girlfriend that had hearing aids, and they're bloody expensive.
Horrible idea.
Again, I guess, like I said, I guess that's a thing. But then again, it's like you're not really using it because of really their purpose, right? Because they're supposed to be.
It is their purpose. They are just hearing aids. It's just that they're not prescription and they're not like implanted.
But when you call it EarPro, they're wearing ear protection. So the idea is that it's supposed to cut down on loud noises or whatever, just because it happens to be electronic, that it can help amplify ambient noises.
Okay,
but like I have over-the-ear phones that amplify, but I don't wear those just to hear better.
But isn't that the concept? Let's say you are in a city environment where there's potential horns or just loud noises, a crash of construction or a scream of someone getting killed or something, whatever happens in cities, I don't know. And this way you could walk down the street and not have to flinch every time somebody gets killed around the corner or something, or a scream happens when somebody gets robbed.
I feel like if you live in that environment, though, you'll be used to that and you won't flinch every time that happens. I don't know.
You'll be used to it. You'll just step right over the robbery victim.
Yeah, like whatever.
Come on. Yeah.
Hey, stop laying in the middle of the sidewalk. People are walking here.
I don't see the advantage.
I don't
wearing amplified everything, unless you're Daredevil or something. I don't see what the advantages of hearing everything like Bob wants.
Oh, I love that, man. Can you imagine you're sitting people watching? Well, now you can be people listening.
Yeah, it's creepy as hell.
Yeah. No, I think it's hilarious, man. Then you can hear people arguing.
You thinking it is funny does not change the fact that you are being very creepy if your whole purpose is just to listen to people.
Look at that.
I
think he's listening to us. There's no way he can hear us from over there. No, look at the way he's reacting. He's listening to us. No, there's no way he can hear it. Now he's laughing. He's definitely listening to us.
What about those bright pink things in his ears?
It's funny, so he's not being a creeper. I'll
No,
remember
it's
that next
just
time
all.
I jump in on someone's conversation. They give me a weird look. It's like, no, it's okay. Bob thinks it's funny.
So Cycle has given us another insight to it that I guess it can help with the higher pitched female voices or whatever. So you can, since you have tone control, you can level it out. So potentially that could be an issue. So you could
Actually tune them right out. That's
But
even.
now we're just talking about, aren't we just talking about like hearing aids? And that's like a / health thing. I don't know if that's an EDC thing. I guess it's important though, if you think about it, if you start losing your hearing, which a lot of us do, because we listen to gunshots all the time, to not be stupid. And just because we're like, oh, I don't want to listen to, I don't want to, acknowledge I have to wear a hearing aid and then not have awareness, right? Get snuck up on just because you don't want to have something in your ear.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's think about how it's also a difference in cost, right? Because most people don't need or can get away with not a super duper, and hearing aids, right? Some people need them, of course, but other people, it's just like, you've got insurance for this. Bing, ding. We're getting you the best ones we can get you. Whereas they would be quite happy with just something like EarPros or whatever, I know, like, I'm not kidding. Like I said, I used to date a woman who had a hearing problem and she had to wear hearing aids, little tiny ones you couldn't even hardly see. They were expensive as hell. One time she came to visit and forgot them. And so she couldn't hear me. It was driving me nuts. My electronic earmuffs and gave them to her and turned them up. And, it was like, oh, these are great, but I must look really stupid. And I'm like, yep. Hear me.
Right.
So I'm saying there is a real thing. And if, like you say, we're all losing our hearing, these are great when you think about it because they're dual purpose. They're for everyday life and they're for going to gun range.
Yeah, but I don't see popping them in your ear all day. I just don't get that.
Comfortable, why not?
I definitely, I'm all about leaving those foam, like the real cheap little foam things, like everywhere. And I found out on my most recent trip that I don't have any in my truck. And I didn't happen to have any in my pants, and I didn't have my jacket with me, and so I had to borrow hearing protection from Night Strike. And he was having trouble finding a second pair. Luckily, he found a second pair, but for a minute
they
there,
were
like, oh, crap,
earplugs?
we're not even go shooting because I forgot my freaking little foam ears.
Oh, and you had to use used earplugs? Ew.
No. He had the earmuffs. They weren't electronic, right? They're just, whatever.
That's all you need for most people.
What I'm just saying is normally I have those foam things. Some people out there in the chat are talking about, was that Gary said he bought Walker foam pugs, and it comes with a keychain carrier. So you can always have a pair with you. And I do think that's nice. I mean, it's one of those things. Sometimes stuff gets loud real quick, and it's nice to be able to just grab some plugs and throw them in real quick.
So
protect your hearing. It doesn't come back.
Speaking of getting loud real quick, why don't we move along to the hashtag Daily Gun Show Showdown?
I guess so.
So we're looking at
this snap.
And I'm trying to figure out, we had, I just wrote it down. We had 1,507 last week. We got 1,565 this week. So that's quite a bit. And where did we end up here? I know we had clovers, I think, last week. I remember this one. Was this one here? I remember about these.
I think we left off at the hot shot, ain't it? I might be mistaken.
This is 7 days ago, so this is where we'll stop. So this was the this is like a little video where we went through the taking a look at the patch panel. And then there's some stills of some stuff and prize packs that we've got with some different size shirts and hats and whatnot. And then, of course, the prize panel. So if you want to check that out, that's what you get for winning the tactical pop quiz. It can happen at any time. It can happen right now.
A samurai sword and a Glock?
That's correct.
Cool. Thanks, Jimmy. putting up them
Where are you? I guess I don't see.
We're on the Instagram. It's a place where people.
No, I know. I just found it. I'm looking at it on the phone, and
Oh
I was trying to.
yeah.
I like to follow along at home.
Okay. So there was Maggie's picture of the Pilla, and then we got I think Dog Bodies was last week, right? This was from Clover last week. Oh, Jimmy left. Got Chris. Got that's an interesting grip on there.
kind of ugly, if you ask me.
Looks like Patriot got a bunch of Allen anchor patches. Patches.
Oh, those are cool.
Dead Horse and his fancy optics there.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, when you start getting older and your eyes start going.
Like when Bob paints his stuff.
The fake World
Welding.
War art. Oh.
Looks like Gary got a Hornady hat from Ghost. Looks like he's got a sticker and a patch idea going.
Tactical chicken.
Guess so.
That's cool.
Jimmy's doing a little tactical quiz there with what's going on with that pouch there. Which people thought it was a mag case, a little bit bigger than that. Another one with Patriot and some Allen anchor patches.
AK.
Is stuff to Patreons, I'm assuming. What's Edley doing here? Front end of a 9mm. Just show the narrow gauge of that one, I guess. Then you got some targets and stuff. Got some up close.
Look, a trigger.
I don't know if he's trying to show something there, maybe conversation with somebody, or he's just trying to do some artsy pictures up close.
It kind of has like a purplish like tinge to it.
Yeah, like a filter going on or something. Or no, that's probably just because it's metal. Aluminum. Skills.
Nice, you got the wall socket in that picture.
What's up with this? Look at where this one is in the background, and then that background. Is the same background? What's going on? These all the same pictures? These plants? That horse has this knitted American flag up on the wall.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like Travis got a bunch of stuff from Daily Gun Show. Or Awesome or whatever. That horse showing off a pistol build. Oh,
Well, I think he's showing off that like that mag grip.
Yeah.
Which is
maybe
interesting.
showing his litter, showing a bunch of trash on the ground that they put there, I guess.
Oh yeah. He brought that trash from his home to where he's staying.
That was the aftermath of shooting the tannerite. It was sitting on top of a box and it scattered all of that
Look at this.
cardboard.
Clover's. Look at how Clover's here. I'm gonna put this on Instagram. Can see it. How Clover's bragging here. He's got his fancy 6-port charger. Look at that. He can charge 6 things at a time. It's pretty crazy. I wish I had one of these things.
No kidding.
I didn't even know this existed. That's pretty cool. Then you
Go
got
off.
the Dracos.
Oh, look at those little tiny AKs. Aren't they cute?
I don't know what's going on with this 380. Narrow, kind of a rounded 380.
Copper only stuff or whatever.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Read
solid copper spun.
the shape of that bullet, so that must be to offset the weight or something. Interesting. I'd like to get one of those.
Tumble on impact design or something like that. So I think that's
Multi-tumble, yeah. Unbelievable performance. I don't even believe it, but it says right there it's unbelievable.
So I guess it's accurate.
Yeah, it's 100%.
Well, the description's accurate, I should say.
So this is a new poster we're making for the Daily Gun Show. I feel this one accurately portrays the show more realistically than some of the other posters we've done in the past.
Yeah, especially how.
Why am I wearing a mask?
G-Webs and Smeggy must be what? I'm that girl in the background, just like I show
This
up every
is
once
the
in a while.
ladies- This is the ladies that listen to the show. This is probably Jimmy doing his thing. This is Bob probably being tired or drunk or sick or whatever, quote unquote sick. And then, I don't know, I'm probably back here fighting ninjas or something. I don't know where Smeggy's at. Guess you could be the other guy fighting ninjas.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I
I'm
think
not
look
even
at the
on
girl
the
in
list.
white.
That's the ladies that listen to the show.
They talked about Smeggy being trans on the.
All right, quit it, Bob.
No, they didn't, Bob. Shut up. So, anyways,
We got Gary with some sort of
I like
don't know,
this.
America Online triangle on here. I don't know why that has to do with anything, but that's interesting. Oh wait,
That's
it's a key tag that comes with the box of Ford Defense ammo. Interesting.
You think you can collect the whole set? Like, do you think they do all 10?
Probably not. It's the one that's applicable. Oh, and then this is a link. They reposted his shit. That's pretty cool. And that means they reposted our hashtag. So maybe they're watching this and going, man, that we did make the logo look just like the AOL symbol. Then we got Too Hottie posting a bunch of SBRs, or pistol SBRs.
Did you?
What was this movie?
Chris
What
Steele?
movie is this? What movie? Anyone?
The one with Chuck Norris.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, can't remember what it's called though. McCall or something stupid. He was some Marshall.
Invasion USA. It's an awesome movie. There's Sleazy reposting it. Ghost doing some sort of a drawer EDC type of thing. Pretty cool. What are these things? Anybody know?
Mouth guards. No, it's his mouth guard, right? You gotta put that in higher. Keeps his teeth together.
There's a bunch of them plastic little revolvers. Anybody that buys 5 items or more, and a couple of people have done that, are getting one of these little cast revolvers we made up for a video back in the day. They're still doing pretty good, and they look pretty much like a revolver, except in like tutti frutti colors, rainbow colors. So what movie is this one from, Bob? You know, John Wayne movie.
Wrong gun.
We got this one. This is the one that's raising such a ruckus on the YouTubes. 9mm comics.
Seriously?
They can't handle it. I offended both 9s and 45s, I guess. 40's birthday, so I guess that's appropriate. Here's Clover saving some money, sending out some stuff out here, and we'll drag it up there for him. Then we got Chris posting his pics. Look how he's got that decal right on the diamond plate here, too. That's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, now he has a permanent, setup spot for taking pictures.
This
Yeah,
one's
that's a
pretty-
cool idea.
This one looks like a magazine cover or something. Another one I made for the Daily Gun Show. I think this one again, trying
Oh,
to really
nice.
portray what it's like to be on the Daily Gun Show. Listen to the show each night.
Yeah, that's been my experience.
It's thrilling.
Oh yeah, the women flock to us. Well, the cool ones do.
We got another one from Tack doing his thing. His tactical tailor thing there. Dog buddy shaving off all of his whiskers, it looks like. What's Clay doing? Clay found a gun out in the middle of the desert. It's interesting. In California, he was trying to do one of Chris's pictures, but in California, you can't take it out of the holster for that, so you have to put it in a holster. If this rock was a it would have had to have been in a holster.
It's probably an airsoft too, you know.
Here's a nice picture of the ground. Or is this supposed to be some
Well, he's showing the tracks or something. He said something about wildcats or something.
cats? Some guy's dog.
They have cougars and stuff in California for sure.
Looks like Pink went down to AZ.
Yeah, but
I wonder how far this is from his best friend's Angry and Heavy's place, because it's in the right same neck of the woods. I've been in there once or twice, I guess. If you consider a Google review our help, it's how we survive. Oh, look at this. This guy's desperate for our attention. Pink gives him a little love, and he gets all this interest. That's what it's all about. Then you got one from DeSantis Holster. Oh, look at Clay knows what he's doing. Now we got a nod from the holster manufacturer for posting that rock pack in the revolver. Every second matters hat on some multicam. Looks good. Ghost sending out some stuff. And back to Jimmy's. He's trying to cheat by putting it in twice. So, got a lot of...
No, I gotta.
There.
Yeah, there's almost like too many options. I get confused.
Well, that's what it's all about. Now it's up to us. That's why we get paid the big bucks. We're going to pick the best picture on the Instagrams right now. Since it's happening right now. Who's picking what? Everybody ready? Bob, which one are you picking? Bob.
I'm going to pick the Daily Gun Show Hey Skinny post.
Well, this one's not really Daily Gun Show so much as 45 AARP is the hero of the day against the 40 who's being a bully. And the 9mm being a wimpy. So then, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's a hard one, man. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with that Fort Ammunition.
Sorry, which one?
The Fort Ammunition.
Fort Scott. Unbelievable. I would have never thought Jimmy picked that one. Smeggy?
Oh shit.
I'm gonna go with the Second Amendment dog tag thing.
Second Amendment dog tag? Do you mean the little tag that came with it?
Yeah.
Repost? Or
By default?
The original one.
The one that came from Gary, not the one that was reposted by the manufacturer of the ammunition, but instead the one that came from Gary.
That's correct, because I like to give support to the people who actually did it the first time.
All right, so I'm in a position where if I pick one of the ones that y'all picked, we're done. We're just going to move along. Or I could pick something else, and then it has to go out to the audience, and they get to pick. And that's dropping I feel like in a lot of ways that's dropping the responsibility off to the audience, but that's a lot of responsibility to drop off to the audience. But of course, I'm going to go with the American flag. What the hell? Communists. So I'm going with the American flag. So now the audience gets to pick either the correct answer, the American flag, or what did Bob want? The girl? No, the skinny? Or
the skinny poster.
Or Jimmy had the ammo. Solid copper, unbelievable tumble of the 380, or Smeggy's Second Amendment they like so much.
Wait, can I change my mind?
Uh-oh. We own the show. What are you going to change it to? Are you changing it?
I was going to change it. No, I don't want to change it, actually. No.
All right. So Travis is saying his IG pic wasn't shown. Well, I can't read mine. It's just Instagrams. Just run by the robots. So just type in hashtag Daily Gun Show, all one word. Plenty of people did it.
It's possible too if you are if your thing's private and the Daily Gun Show Instagram isn't following you or whatever, then when G-Webs pulls it up, it won't show up.
That's true. Plus, if we blocked you because you said a bunch of weird stuff at us, then it probably wouldn't show up either.
I'm seeing two for the amendment tags, one from Cycle Camp and one from Roosted.
A lot of favors, obviously a lot of favors coming back to meet them. So Smeggy's
Lockjaw also amendment tag. Just saying.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's being swamped with the tags. So I think we all know what happened here. We were set up. So comes in, has on for a long time, all of a sudden wins the hashtag Daily Gun Show Showdown. So it's not even, there's not even another vote. It's all tags. So
yeah.
Popped up.
Oh, and of course, Gary voted for the amendment tags. I wonder why.
Does that mean they voted against the American flag, though?
No,
they voted against the American flag.
I agree. I had forgotten about that when I said the thing, but I really like that.
But yeah, you guys just all voted against the American flag. Yeah,
dude, you voted for some stupid 45 AARP comic.
Yeah.
No offense, G-Webs.
Yeah. Well, I'm not American. Hey, I'm not American. I just want to be, but I'm not. So, I mean, I wasn't required to. You guys, like, didn't you break the law by not voting for the American flag? Isn't it the law? Oh, my God.
That could be a possibility.
That would have been fascist Germany. That if you didn't salute the fascist flag, you got gunned down and knifed in the street by some like fascist youth. But not in this country. You can not like a piece of art and like something else instead. Freedom.
So are we calling this as the winner of the dog tags?
Oh yeah,
they give you guys freedom of speech and everything.
So with that, I guess we can move on to some other segment of the show. Every day we try to feature a gun shop, and today I don't like to talk about this one, but we're talking about Tucson Guns. So they've been in business. They were in business for 14 years. Bob started in 2003, and originally he was just selling some guns of his, and then he started going to gun shows and selling some others, and then eventually got his FFL and decided to do it as a gig. And I think he was around for about a year doing FFL type of setting up a few tables at a gun show and basically selling out of his garage. And then at some point, he decided to get a storefront to make his FFL or whatever easier to deal with for store hours and that kind of thing. And just a few months later, I came up and found his shop. I was doing my regular rounds of the gun shops at the time and found this new shop. And yeah, we hit it off, and I was helping him with stuff for his entire run. And then in December 23rd of last year, 17, decided to retire. And well, he decided before that, was the 23rd was his last day, and we lost a good gun shop. Bob mostly was guns, not a lot of accessories and stuff, and that was always a bad strategy. I never really made money. You don't make a lot of money on the guns, but he really liked the guns part of it. He would have new stuff, and he really liked the idea of having new stuff for like the Border Patrol, and a lot of the cops would come in and buy stuff from him. Because he would order the stuff they specifically wanted for whatever their purposes were. And it was really interesting to see the customers who came in and were really eager to get the same stuff that the cops and the high-end Border Patrol guys were buying. And then everything to the old stuff. He was really into the old stuff himself personally. So it's just a great shop. I think there's probably people out there who have been there and can attest to the cool variety and the, I don't know if it's eclectic or not, but just the, you know, the cool mix, and it kind of worked together too, seeing old-fashioned guns and modern guns and, you know, full auto stuff and suppressors, all, you know, it just all looks natural together. It just looks like you know, older and younger generations of a family. Seeing the new ammo and the old ammo, it was pretty cool. So anyway, try to talk about gun shops every day, but this is I think a sad story, talking about one it's gone. At least he ended on good terms, and he retired, and unfortunately, nobody bought the shop, so it's one less gun shop in Tucson.
Yeah, and that part of it really sucks. Yeah, I was lucky enough to have the opportunity through you, G-Webs, to meet them. We'll meet Bob and some of the workers there and stuff, and it was a really, really cool shop. And yeah, it sucks to see that place go. I'm obviously, you know, not near as connected to it as you are, but just seeing another one go sucks. And it had a bunch of great people in it. Bunch of really cool guns. He had a bunch of neat stuff hanging up on the wall too. I mean, it was a cool place, man. Sad to see it go.
Yeah, for sure, man. I met Bob for a couple of years there. I only knew him for a couple of years just when I was down. But yeah, nice guy. Yeah, I enjoyed talking to him. He had some experience with being up north in Canada, so we chatted about stuff like that. But just guy. So glad that, you know, it's sad he didn't get to sell his business, because I'm sure that would have made his retirement a little better, but, you know.
Yeah, it would have kept a shop going, you know, kept an FFL in running. But, yeah, the economy we're in. If anybody wants to see the shop, there is a movie called 600 Miles that Bob was in. Amongst other things he did, he ran a gun show for a while. He was a gun show promoter. And at the time he was a gun show promoter, they'd made this movie called 600 Miles in Tucson. Well, they made the movie, filmed the movie in Tucson. It was called 600 Miles. And there was a couple of scenes in it that were in a gun shop. Or, excuse me, some scenes that were in gun shops, and also a big long scene that was in a gun show. And they hired Bob to organize the gun show. and to get him contact with the different gun shops in town. And his shop was featured. So if you do want to see what Tucson Guns looked like in an actual big screen movie with Tim Roth in it, then look for this horrible movie called 600 Miles. And there's a whole nother story to that movie. We'll talk about that sometime. But you can actually see the shop in there. And Bob, he has a line in that movie. He says like, yes, or like, uh-huh, or something like that.
But yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, Bob's had a very interesting life.
Oh, for sure. Yep, he inspired me to keep doing our thing, and he made it possible.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's talk about gun of the day, I guess.
So yeah, let's talk about the gun of the day. I just looked at this thing and went, oh yeah, it's the Walther OSP pistol. So this is a 22 caliber short target pistol, and this thing is just, it's so cool and futuristic and neat, and it shoots 22 short, so it's like the original bullet.
That's not 22 short.
Yeah, well, it can. That's some of the model. I think that's 22 long rifle, but it also shoots 22 short for a target. And like I say, it's such a futuristic looking pistol that shoots that original round. You know, the first contained cartridge, apparently, although, you know, there were other people doing stuff like that. So, yeah, I just think it just looks really futuristic. It's super accurate. Just a, you know, but it's one of those precision target pistols. But I just thought, because it looks so cool, it's 22 short, I liked it. So, yeah.
I got to shoot one time. One of them came through Tucson Guns back. I got to take it out and shoot it. It's pretty neat. A little goofy. The grip didn't fit me perfectly.
Drivers. So. I've got to shoot one of those.
So that's one of those. Yeah, that grip's got to be pretty like customized.
Yeah, if it's like cut for you or like sized for you, then it's not going to be comfortable. But if it is, I'm sure it's ultimately comfortable.
Oh yeah, and it gives you just a perfect grip.
All right, well, there's your gun of the day.
And I like how the mags, you know, like in front of the trigger and all that stuff. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, and they're like just little 5-round mags, but put a bigger one in it.
I feel like if you need 5 rounds, then you shouldn't even be in the Olympics. But maybe that's another topic.
There you go.
If you can't win the gold in one round, then you know you don't deserve to win.
There you go.
So we're getting shadow blocked. We're getting shadow blocked out in the Instagrams. People are saying they're putting the actual hashtag in there. We're not manipulating.
No, Travis didn't. He might have tagged Daily Gun Show or something, but he did not use hashtag Daily Gun Show in his description.
You see, it's always the Travises. I'm telling you, they're like a plague on mankind.
So let's talk about today in history.
What happened today in history?
Well, of course, it's the birthday of
nothing special.
40 Smith & Wesson, which is everybody's probably tired of from all the partying. Looks like in 1836, Jim Bowie arrived at the Alamo to assist Texas. So that happened.
Well, like Texas needed help to fight off the Mexicans? Oh.
1991, Iraq starts firing Scud missiles at Israeli cities. Daniel Webster was born today. And that's about it. So let's take a look at the history side over there. See if anything good happened over there.
Yeah, we should just go right to the history side.
And just the Smith & Wesson. So we'll keep going. What do we want to do next?
I had something before I dropped the last time, but I don't know if I got cut off. I think I dropped it.
Do we have a movie? Maybe we should do the movie because, I mean, it's not... Oh, actually, it's kind of cool in here.
So we have a movie of the day, and every day we try to feature a gun-related movie. And there's this one. So Equilibrium. Is this the one where they're wearing coats, dancing all around?
Yeah, Christian Bale dances, and he has a trench coat on. Does gun fu.
I think I've only seen it once. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Tell me if I should watch this one again or not.
I think I've only seen it maybe twice. It's not worth it to go like search it out.
No, yeah, don't bother. Even if it comes on, see if you can find a YouTube video of funny cats. I mean, yeah, it's a total double thumbs down.
You seen this one, Smeggy?
Nope.
All right. So we try to talk about movies. Maybe we're dodging bullets for you. So
sounds like, in Bob's opinion, you're dodging a bullet if you decide not to watch it.
I remember liking it. Usually I'll watch a movie at least again, but I don't remember liking that one.
Yeah, if I could cut thumbs off and do negative thumbs, I probably would for this one.
Like cut a thumb off and jam it down into the thumb hole, so now it's like an anti-thumb.
Yeah.
So what's the big... Okay, so now, at first I was going to let that roll, but now I'm very curious. Why are you guys so super anti-thumbs?
It's just corny. It's corny. It's corny. You got to see it. It's hard to explain. I don't necessarily hate it, but
you are willing to cut off both of your thumbs.
Just one negative one thumb. Negative one thumb.
Sorry, one thumb. Okay. Well, I guess I could see you don't use your left thumb for that much stuff, really.
Yeah.
But it does have guns and stuff in it. What, they just use them dumb or something?
Like, goofy, like, yeah, pretty sure. Like it's like the Curve the Bullet type of movie.
Oh, where like they're like magic guns.
I think so.
Well, they got Jimmy though.
Yeah. So we talked about.
I guess I'm glad I haven't seen it. See, this is why I never know any movies, because I just don't bother watching any of them, and then I avoid all the bad ones.
Good point. I mean, what's wrong with not watching a trash Hollywood puts out?
So we talked about Civil War movies and what? We talked about Good Idea, Bad Idea. That turned out to be more than I thought. And then we did the Showdown, which was a big one. We had 70-something to this week. So even with the ones that it missed, we almost had 60. So that's pretty cool. Thanks to everybody who participates in that. We did our Gun of the Day and a movie and our gun shop. We have all that stuff tomorrow. And it's Thursday. So we talk CCW and training. Talk about how often do you practice. We'll talk about training DVDs. And we'll talk about building a gun library in our gun stuff segment. So talking about what books to put on the shelf. In addition to all the stuff we normally talk about. But I'm sure something will happen between now and then.
There will be, but before that, I'd like to break in and just give a little fun fact. If somebody does end up cutting off their thumb, they're going to need a windbreaker. So it would be good to have a windbreaker with you because, you know, when you go into shock, you kind of get the cold sweats. So
that's a good idea. Like one of those kind with the mylar lining. Like
yeah.
Quilted maybe that extra heat.
Yeah, maybe more than a windbreaker, but a windbreaker with a little lining, yeah.
Yeah.
And
like
a towel.
Pilot's jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, you can always just like...
What? Never saw that. Or maybe we didn't.
Oh, gosh. What just happened?
There's more. All right, that's enough of that. You guys know what time it is. It's time to crack them knuckles, whip out them keyboards, etc., etc. It's time for the daily tactical pop quiz. Today, I'm afraid I'm gonna only have to throw it out the gun channels to the gun channel side. And we're going over a little history, brief history, short-term memory history, so you guys should be fine. What was the answer to the question yesterday on the Daily Tactical Pop Quiz? What was the answer to the question yesterday?
We didn't even have a winner yesterday, did we?
No, but it did pop up after the fact, so I want to see how well people were paying attention.
Yep, it's all about retention.
It's not 42 or 55.
Yep. Nope.
It was a gun. You're correct. It was a gun, but that's not accurate enough. 870? Let's not go down that whole path again. Come on.
Witness? Yeah, we got Witness up here on Witness Defender.
Was not a TAC 14? No.
No, you just went from warm to cold to freezing.
Saga Tromex shotgun.
Yeah. Nope.
We got 870, but we already.
Oh yeah, Cycle was close, but not right.
Oh,
there we go.
Witness protection.
Yeah, Gary got it. Good job, Gary.
Man, he's winning everything today.
He stole one, though, didn't he? Like, he was. Yeah, he stole it from Cycle
Countdown, dude.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, I feel so bad for Cycle Cam.
Yeah, he wouldn't even try.
All right. Well, anyway, so Gary, for getting the correct answer of yesterday's answer, that makes you the tactical hot shot of the day.
When you do it in the hotel like that, it sounds like you have a flat tire or something.
Well, I'm trying to be somewhat polite. It's freaking after 1 o'clock in the morning here, you know?
You're supposed to say of the day.
I did say of the day. God, why are you being so mean to me, Bob?
Yeah.
Well, if you remember back in the day, even the hot shot wasn't necessarily, you didn't just have to yell it like crazy. It just kind of morphed into that. Who could yell the loudest?
And that was on the YouTube, on the Gun Channel side.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Yes, Gun Channel side.
Oh my goodness. What an evening. So that was our show tonight. Let's remind everybody that we are trying to raise some funds to take a little bit of the financial stress off of the SHOT Show next week. So everything over on the gun websites, the gear websites store is an entry to win that set of Mora knives. It has a retail value of some amount of money, probably more than $50. Also that orange knife that Huck gave us a while back, which I have no idea how much that costs. And a pile of kind of gag knives, but maybe some useful stuff for the shop or something. Anyway, we want to say thanks to people who do order over there, and all the stuff that you order on the store is in stock, and we'll head right out. It'll all be shipped before we head off to the show, and we really do appreciate the people that are helping us financially to head off to destinations like this and take a little bit of the financial stress off of it all. And we'll throw a link in there to the store.
All right. So I guess on that, we're going to, I'm just reading the chat and laughing to myself. We always like to end our shows with a quote, and today's will be by Winston Churchill. He's got a lot of quotes, and I kind of like them. But before that, I just want to remind everybody, please like, share, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. We only got 15. We got 23 watching on YouTube, Lee. Come on. Wasn't that bad, was it? So anyway, on that, if you want to support us on Patreon. The description will be in the show notes, video notes.
I think you meant to say the link will be in the description, but that's cool.
Yeah, okay, the link will be in the description. Thanks, Meggie.
No problem, Bob.
So anyway, let's wrap it up. Winston Churchill. Oh, man, that guy was so cool. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. Let's all keep that in mind when we're arguing with people from Flat Earth and, trans people and feminists. See y'all. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Making bacon pancakes. Takes a bacon and put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.